organizations and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Happy Monday. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know I sure had a great weekend. Good Father's Day weekend. How about yourself?
Yeah, it was a great Father's Day weekend, and my grandkids are all coming this weekend, so we'll celebrate Father's Day.
Absolutely. Weekend. Yeah, you worked a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I worked a lot this weekend.
You had a car show?
Shows. We had worked at a water park and did a party up in North Carolina.
Did you go down the slides at the water park?
No, they won't let me. I said I was too big. No. Had a great time, though. We got a great show lined up today, some fun stuff. We're going to let you learn about a lot of stuff that's happening in our area. This is where you find out about it.
That's right, but first we've got to check out our weather.
Well, happy Monday to you. Let's go ahead and look at live Doppler 15,000. We do have this cold front that's going to continue tracking eastward, bringing some severe weather, at least the potential for that, really across the entire eastern seaboard. Up in the New England area, they do have more so than a marginal risk, an enhanced risk in that area, even a slight risk right toward the mid-Atlantic. As for the Carolinas, we are in a marginal risk for severe weather. No severe weather right now, but this rain train, we can hear it here in our studios in Conway, continuing to track to the northeast, out of the southwest, really right along the coastal areas, but the sea breeze beginning to develop. Some of this precipitation will be moving inland, so heads up if you're in southern Marion County, really across Horry County and Georgetown County, Williamsburg County starting to see some of this precipitation as well. Let's go ahead and look at Futurecast. When is this going to end? Well, not really until later on today, and not really for the week. We're going to have those rain chances in play as we head through your entire work week. This Futurecast model showing you 4 o'clock, still holding on to some of those isolated showers with isolated strong storms possible as we head through the afternoon. Gusty winds, really damaging winds possible, up to 60-mile-per-hour gusts embedded in one of those strong storms. That's just isolated, though. Not going to be seeing anything widespread in terms of severe weather across our area. By about 9 o'clock, still holding tight to a lot of that cloud coverage. Tomorrow, we're going to see a little bit more in terms of not even scattered, almost numerous showers setting up across our area, tapping into some Gulf moisture combined with that cold front. As for your Monday afternoon, it is warm and it is muggy. Dealing with the rain in those very humid, almost oppressive light conditions. We'll be in the low 90s across the PD and right along the border belt, the Grand Strain areas. Add about 5 to 8 degrees onto all of this because it's very muggy outside, so really feeling quite uncomfortable as you head through your Monday. Now let's go ahead and talk tropics. This is the tropical satellite. For this area, this chance of development is pretty high, actually 90% chance for developing into a tropical storm or depression in the next 5 days, and 80% chance for development in the next 2 days. This will continue tapping into those warmer waters of the Gulf of Mexico, and that's actually conducive for any development. Some of these models have it heading right toward the coast of Louisiana, and then some of these models have it tracking just to the southeast of Texas, right along their shoreline, although this likely will not reach hurricane strength. So that's really number one. Now let's talk about potential tropical cyclone number 2. Our National Hurricane Center has not named this tropical storm just yet, but it likely will as we head through the evening hours. Tropical storm warnings up for the islands as this continues its westward track, moving west at about 25 miles per hour. Looking at that on the tropical satellite, pretty well put together, this upper level low pressure system spinning counterclockwise, continuing westward, but this will be no threat for our area. Here's your Grand Strand 7-day forecast. 85 for your Monday. The official start of summer is Wednesday, as we'll see a high of 83, so a little bit cooler due to the passage of the cold front Tuesday and Wednesday. Your inland 7-day forecast. 91 for your Monday with a lot of clouds in play and some scattered showers holding the humid conditions, with low temperatures only bottoming out in the low to mid 70s.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
And welcome back. All right, there was a big fundraiser back on May 6th at Scotty's down there in Surfside.
Oh, yeah, the veterans.
Yeah, the Veterans Welcome Home and Resource Center. Now, this was their second annual. They raised $10,000 for the Veterans Welcome Home and Resources Center. Phil, you and the crew, y'all did a great job. It was a great fundraiser, and it was a lot of fun, too.
Wow, that's $10,000. That's fantastic.
A lot of money. Yeah.
All right, so we've been doing it for a couple weeks, and we have a few pictures already, but we need some more. It is the Where in the World Are Cecil and Amanda, the caricatures. What we want you to do is go to our Facebook page and print that out. Take it with you when you go out to dinner, if you go out of town, any business function, fundraiser, and send them to us. So take a picture with it.
Yeah.
Send it to us, and we'll air them at the end of the week. We've got a few for this week already, which is going to be fantastic.
That's right. All right, let's talk about where I get all of my clothing. It makes me look good for an old guy. The Haberdashery Gentlemen's Clothers of Conway has been making guys look good for nearly 30 years now. They carry the best suits, sport coats at prices to satisfy your clothing budgets. They stock a great selection of suits, sport coats, anything you're looking for, they'll have it. For the man that is tough to fit, listen to this. They will tailor make a suit for you, coat, whatever, design and custom-made, tailor one-of-a-kind clothing. And simplify that is, with a wrinkle-free dress shirt by Enro, complemented with one of more than 250 bow ties and neckties, all right? And don't forget the feather bow tie by Brackish. All right, and there's a lot of great stuff that goes along with it, too. All the cool stuff at Haberdashery. If you want to look nice, make your man look nice, go by and visit Haberdashery right there in Conway, and I promise you, he will look good.
Very spiffy, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about today. Today is Monday, June 19th, and it is Eat an Oreo Day. Sounds good to me.
And it's also Amateur Radio Day. Hello, can you hear me?
And they're going to actually be on next week with the ham radios doing the Amateur Radio Day.
That's right.
Pretty cool.
Birthdays today. Let's go back to 1954. Kathleen Turner, 63 years old. 1981 movie Body Heat. Then 1984, Romancing the Stone, also in Serial Mom.
All right, 1962, we have Paula Abdul. She's 55 years old, won a Grammy for Best Video in Opposites Attract, a panelist for American Idol. Before fame, she was an LA cheerleader.
All right, 1969, Laura Spencer, she's 48, a TV personality on ABC's Good Morning America. Earned a diving scholarship to Penn State before she moved into broadcasting.
I love to hear what people do before they get into,
I think that is so
before
cool.
They hit it big. What did you do before you hit it big?
Before I did, I just stood on a street corner. That's about all I did when I was young. I'm just kidding. Okay. I did radio before I got in television.
All right, that's
all right. 1952, let's go back. I've Got a Secret debuted on TV. How many of you remember watching that?
All right, and 1989, the movie Batman premiered.
All right, let's listen up now from the Know It All department where you learn something every day. Here's the strange facts about love, okay?
I'm scared.
Take notes.
I'm worried, you guys.
Listen up. Looking into each other's eyes can make strangers fall in love. I'm not looking.
Me either.
That's what it says. Now, that's a fact. And you know where I find all of this? Tell them.
The internet.
On the internet.
So we know it's true.
The internet,
obviously.
You know it's true.
That's right. We've
so
got a
be careful looking into strangers' eyes. You'll fall in love.
Yeah, well, don't look at me too hard.
I'm not looking.
Deborah's
That's
watching.
it from the Know It All department today.
We've got a great show lined up, and we'll be back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Check it out.
Very cool.
I'm talking about now. Children'sDreamRacers.com is where you can find out more about this. And Mark Smitty Smith is with us now. And this man deals with a lot with helping kids. He's built 55 Dream Racers, and they go all up and down the hospitals all across the country.
I think that is so cool because it just gives kids that experience. It gives them some fun where they're in the hospital, usually dealing with terminal illness, right?
Pretty rough.
Tell us
a little bit about this.
Well, we build them for cancer kids, sick kids. Takes their mind off of what's going on, takes the anxiety out of their treatments. When you see a little boy so sick he can't hold his head up from yesterday's chemotherapy, and the nurse rolls in a Dream Racer, and he perks up and looks at it, and she said,
cool.
you want to take it for a spin?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Look how fun.
Makes it worth every effort.
Now, this thing has a lot to it. Right here, you've got a monitor up front, and they're looking at. Tell me what's all this monitor's about.
Well, that's a TV monitor, DVD player. It has a PlayStation under the hood, steering and pedals that work the game, a race car seat, safety harness, window net, spoiler, splitter. It's the only car in the world run a half hour and 20 minutes.
And now you can open the back up and you put an oxygen tank in there if you need to.
Right.
Oxygen tank.
You can hang up. You know, this is what's so cool. It's built just like a race car, Smitty.
Right.
Now, what gave you? Where did this come from? Where did this idea come from?
Well, the short version is I rethemed some McDonald's restaurants to a race car theme. And part of what they wanted was a little race car with a car hop tray. When I got to it, presented it was too big.
Got it.
All right, now you got a lot of people that come in to invest the money into it. It takes about $9,500 to build one of these.
Right.
And sponsors, anybody thinking about wanting to do this for a hospital somewhere, you need to contact somebody right there at childersdreamracecar.com, and he can make it. He can really.
And I feel like such an important thing. Keep the joy in these kids, and actually probably helps with some of their healing as well.
It does.
Great job.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
Smitty. We
Thank you for
appreciate you being
with
on the show with us.
Thank you very much.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. I'm going to drive this out of here, and we'll be back.
See.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. That's right. Look at this food in front of us. We're talking about the famous toastery right over here in Carolina Forest, and our very own Tim McGinnis is here with us.
Man, isn't
I was
this
going to
nice?
say former, and then I didn't know what to say.
I'm not your very own anymore. We broke up.
No, but we still claim you.
Okay,
we still love
Yeah,
you.
now I'm going to tell you
We'll keep
something
around.
about this place. I'm not just talking off the cuff. I've been there to eat.
Yes.
And it's very good food.
Well, thank you, Cecil.
I understand that
appreciate
you're not doing the cooking, though.
That's why it's very good
That's
food.
good.
That is why it's good. And actually, I'm even learning how to cook. We got a great new chef. His name's Brian Antash. He wanted to be here today, but he has to hold the fort down while I'm here.
Yeah.
He has brought so much to the table as far as the food goes. If you haven't been out to see, now I'm looking for my camera. Is that what I'm doing?
There we go.
And I'll tell you, he's brought so much to the table as far as our food goes. He's got all sorts of specials he's putting on there. We're doing a great steak and eggs. We did a surf and turf for Father's Day with fresh Maine lobster on top of a great piece of steak, an egg. I tell you what, everybody who left Father's Day brunch left happy yesterday.
Well, see, a lot of people think when you say famous toastery, they're talking about breakfast, but you're more than breakfast.
We are breakfast and lunch. We're brunch all day long. I always tell people you can get an omelet for lunch and a burger for breakfast. I won't judge you.
You can do whatever. That's right. Whatever you want.
All right, tell us what we're looking at right now.
And we're looking.
Actually, this is
ago.
some
good
video
video.
that Mike Hutchinson with WPDE shot for me pro bono. That's a blueberry lemon crepe. Actually, I have one here for you to taste. Those are our shrimp and grits.
Man,
those
that looks
are,
good.
and I'm not kidding you, those are some of the best
great.
shrimp and grits you're going to find. That's our California salad, goat cheese, chicken, strawberries, mandarin oranges on a bed of lettuce, really good with some raspberry vinaigrette dressing.
Yeah.
That's the front of our store. We're in Carolina Forest. We're across from Ollie's. We're next to Sprint. Come find us 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day.
Now, that's great. I like Ollie's, too. Everybody knows where Ollie's is, so they've been over there. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's good. All right, let's talk about what we have here today. Let's show
Okay,
what
I
we
brought
got.
this in for y'all to taste.
All right.
You can each have a fork and play around here.
Here.
All right, what is
Okay,
this?
you were trying that. We just saw that in the video. That is the blueberry lemon crepe.
Well, I'm going to try a bite of that
Yeah.
too. Blueberry and lemon, two of my favorites.
Yeah, we have a
that's good.
fantastic lady who's working in our kitchen right now. She brought this to the table for us. She graduated from HGTC's culinary program.
How cool is
and
that?
she is whipping up some awesome stuff with crepes and things like that.
So she can be creative with them as well.
Very creative. Everything we do is scratch made every day. So she scratch makes the, those are real blueberries. Those didn't come out of a
Yeah,
bag
very
and
good.
spend time in a freezer. Everything we do, fresh.
All right, well, you got to check him out. Tell him your location again. Famous Toastery.
Famous Toastery, Carolina Forest, across from Ollie's, next to Sprint. Come see us, and if you come in by the end of this week, by Friday this week, tell me you saw me here. Don't mention Cecil's name. I don't want to hear about him. Tell me you saw me here.
Yeah.
I'll give you a free piece of gluten-free chocolate cake. Great
Whoa.
stuff.
I'm
There it
coming.
is.
I'm
How's
coming.
that?
I'm coming too.
All right.
I appreciate
Thanks, Tim.
it, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
You guys stick around and we'll be back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, a Darlington County author is here today, and 3 books he's put together.
That's right.
Daniel Easterling's here with us.
All right, this is a paralegal series. Tell us what this series is about. This is your third and final in the series.
It should be. I kind of left it
Yeah,
open,
we'll
but
see, right?
right now it is a trilogy. Just glad to complete that, and I'm on to some other projects. But it starts with a paralegal who's working more like a PI for her boss down in Georgetown. Her boss is defending an industry there from polluting the Winyah Basin. She's been there 2-3 years, and she's moved beyond normal paralegal work. She's even considered by her boss a PI. Oh. So he sends his beautiful paralegal to the federal judge's Christmas party to snoop around a little bit. This particular judge is sitting on the case that he's going to be trying. So something terrible goes wrong at the party, and I can't tell you much more than that. Although there is a relationship tested black male plot, double murder, 5 suspects. So lots of excitement.
Very
And even
cool.
a shootout in the streets of Charleston.
Wow. So you write this around the area, you know, far South Carolina, which is pretty neat about it. Right. All right. Now, have you had any book signings? You've done some book signings, I know.
I've been all around the state, and most recently in Hartsville, and that's a picture of Hartsville, Miss Hartsville. This, I think, may have been in Chapin, and there another festival someplace indoors.
All right. Now, where can they find this book?
Where can
This
we
one
find
here
these?
is Burry's Books. This is where it all started in 2010. The first book, which I rewrote and lengthened and changed
Okay.
the
This
cover.
one.
They can find these anywhere on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. They can be ordered everywhere, but they can be downloaded through their Kindle or their Nook or their Kobo or ebooks.
Yeah. All right, now, how long did it take you to write a book, the first book? How long did it take you?
The first book, actually, I was inspired to write by a special lady who twinkled in my eyes and said, "Don't you think you can do something like this?" holding up a novel in front of me. And it was a little bit of a tale, but I wrote 350 pages in 2 months.
Wow.
And then it was a process of about 9 years later, 23 rejections, and on the 24th query, I was accepted by a small publisher.
Well,
Fantastic.
it looks like you're on your way
I mean,
now.
look at that.
Yeah.
But then the second one only took me 2 years, and the third one 3 years, because I had honed my craft. I hence bought my rights back from the small publisher and went out on my own with Amazon until such time.
And with the
as
books, you knew where you were going. You kind of left them hanging where you could pick up and go to the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This one picks up, and because of what happens in the first book, she can't find work in the Charleston area anymore as a paralegal and becomes a private detective.
Fantastic.
Pretty cool. Daniel, thank you
Seems
so
very
much.
Interesting. Thank you
Thank
for being
you very
with us.
much
We
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, more coming up. We're going to talk about a big fundraiser for the Red Cross when we come back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We're talking about Summer Brow Tapping Party with at Market Common with Gordon Biersch, and we've got some beer.
That's right. We got beer here, and it's for the American Red Cross.
That's right.
And let me make sure it's coming up. It's coming up Wednesday, June 21st.
Correct.
Right.
Fantastic.
Okay, we've got Michael on the show with us. Michael's been on with us several times before. Now, you know, tell us a little bit about what what a tapping party. What is this all about?
Well, we're supporting the American Red Cross, as you
Right.
said. So at the door, we're charging a $5 donation. With that, you'll get access to our pig picking. This is our big one.
Ooh.
It's a luau theme, hence the Hawaiian shirt. Pig picking, beer. So for that $5, you get access to the barbecue and a beer from our fest keg. And it's a really great time. We'll have live entertainment. It's a big one. It's actually going to be a little bit bigger because, unfortunately, it's my farewell.
It's your
I know
farewell.
he's leaving. You'd been there. How long have you been there? 8, 9 years?
I've been with Gordon Biersch for 9 years. Been
Yeah.
at this location for 7. I've been brewing for 20.
20 years
Right.
brewing.
Wow.
All right.
All right, this is going to be for the Red Cross, and everybody's looking at what time's all that going to start, Michael?
5:30 p.m.
5:30. You come out, and you're located at Market
At
Common.
Market
Give them
Common.
the address.
3060 Howard Avenue,
Yeah.
right
it's
down there in the heart of
there.
Market Common.
That's
Absolutely.
it. Now he brews all this beer.
I do.
Are you gonna miss making your own brew?
I am. There's parts of it I will miss.
Tell us about this one. This is a
Yeah.
special one
Well,
for
this one,
the.
this is our Summer Brow. Basically, it's a Kolsch style ale, which hails from Cologne, is where that style was born. It's very light, easy drinking. It's about 4.7%.
Okay.
Light-bodied, a slight berry fruitness about it. I like to call it lawnmower beer. It's great for a
Lawnmower
it's great for a hot summer day.
Cut the grass and have a beer.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we want to do. We
Fantastic.
thank you so much. You do so much to help communities, and they're going to miss you for all the stuff you've done for charities. We really
Appreciate
will.
that.
But,
I'll continue doing some of that. Though.
yeah, you're going to be around for a little while. All right.
Yeah.
Red Cross, Wednesday night, 5:30, be there.
That's right.
And
And $5 at the door.
Yeah.
You get to take part of the luau pig picking, which is a huge perk.
You get
because
something
y'all's
to
food
eat.
is awesome.
Yeah, something to eat is free. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Fantastic.
about? Not free, but you're $5. All right, thanks a
All
lot.
right,
We
thank you.
appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
See ya.
Stay with us.
enjoyed today's show. Lots going on in the area and lots of really neat things. This is a place to find out about them. If you have an idea, you want to be on the show, you have a fundraiser, give us a call here at the station. We'd love to have you on.
Don't forget, Wednesday night, you're going to be there for the Red Cross.
That's right.
Downtown in Market Common.
Downtown in Market Common.
I'm sorry. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you here tomorrow. We got another great show and another great lineup of people being on, talking about things happening.
Very good.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.